dokie. I just turned this on, just warming it up. Two burners underneath it. One of them's burning a little bit yellow. I did blow it out with the air compressor yesterday, but the other one's blue. I've got this wrapping around here for the heat, to try and hold a bit of heat into it a bit better. And I've got a little, well, that's a 2000 watt element there. I've just got it cranked to 6 amps. 6 amps on here. It's a little box I made up. All the stuff in it. I'll just turn it up to a little bit, maybe. Just turn him up a little bit. That's just to help it along a little bit. And a little thumper, I've put about 7 litres in it. It's probably about 15% alcohol in there. And I ended up putting a bigger worm on this one. It's a little bit, 3/4 that one is anyway. And a cooling tub over there. That's a 100 litre tub. I've got 2 bags of ice for later. And cleaned all the pipes out with vinegar, and also another solution I used. So everything's nice and clean on the inside. That's actually this pipe here. That's a new piece. Because the other one I had a seam. If you look down the middle of the pipe, it had a seam going down the middle of it. I got it from China, but this one here's from Australia, from one of the good shops. I just cut it, put the ends on it. So we'll see what happens in about an hour or two with it. Give it another stir. Alright, we're going to, I put about, I don't know, must be about 85 litres in there. That's all I could get out of that one. That's 100 litre, but I could only get about 85 in there. And we're starting to climb a little bit. It's starting to get up there. No real smoke coming out of there yet, steam or anything. And this pipe here, I replaced it from the old one. That's a new pipe, that one. 40 mil. And just put the ends on it. Gave it a clean out. And I put about 7 litres in this thumper here. And that's still the old pipes. Except for that one, I made another one, 3/4 inch condenser, a cooler over there. I got a tarp over the top of it to keep the heat out of it. It's bloody hot. It's 30 degrees here. 30 degrees here today. It's damn hot. So I'll give this a bit more of a stir and come back. An update, how we going here. We got that one sitting right on 90. That's where it likes to sit in the boiler. Up here it sits pretty much the same. Right on 90. And down here it's starting to get up there. I've got to fix these gauges up so I can see them a bit easier. That's about 64 coming to 65. I've got the water hooked up, got the water running, and hopefully soon we'll have some liquor coming out the other end. It's damn hot here, I can tell you that. Stinking hot. Alright, so we're still sitting on 90, right on 90. And this one is a little bit over 90, but that's okay. And this one has gone up to about 81. So we should start to produce here in a few minutes. This coming out of the thumper, you can't hold that. Or here. Same with here. You can't hold that. And you can't hold that. All the way down. Now you can't. Yes, you can hold it there. There you cannot. So it's extremely close. Extremely close to, and it's up to probably 82, I think. We'll get the shots off of here. Well, where do we get, I don't know, maybe 26 ounces. The shots off of there and have a look at it, and then I might put some ice in. That's sitting about 26 degrees. And we'll put some ice in it, cool it right down. It's running pretty good. So let me check this again. Oh yeah, you can't touch that. That's within a couple of minutes. You can't touch that. It's ready to come. She's ready to come out. Here she comes. Let's check the temperature. Temperature is about 82, coming up to 83. And this should start to run pretty soon. Starting to drip. Check the, yeah, it's still pretty cool. Starting to come. It's bloody cooled down a little bit here now. Thank goodness. I've had to have a drink of whiskey because it was so bloody hot. I moved the oh, I'm just taking it down now. A windbreak tarp up there, but it's dead calm here now. It's starting to come out. I can smell it as well. I have to put a stick in that. See? Well, that's shit coming out of there. There's shit coming out. Must be running it too hot. Let me put a clean glass under there. I'll come back to you. Alright, let's check the water temperature. Thumper is sitting about 83 or something like that. Let's check the temperature. That's 27. It's not hot, it's cool. I threw a bag of ice in there. Let's check the temperature of that. That's 26. And Not that bad, guys. They don't last long. I've got another one in the esky, and maybe I'll throw it in here next time. But I've already taken 4 shots and heads off, but I've got to this pipe here, I'll have to take a couple of inches off it, because I can only just get that jar under there, and I'm throwing a stick in there. It's coming out funny. It's not really, it's half following the stick, and I might turn it up a bit and see what happens. Christ, it's hot. The sun's gone down now. I'm sweating like a pig. Yeah. Phew. Yeah. I took 32 ounces off. 4 shots, heads. That's got to be enough. Let's see if this is holding. I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. I think I have to have another drink. It's too hot. Okay, that's what we're looking at. And I did get a leak. This is not leaking here. This is all new stuff. There's no leaks here, but I did get one. I did get one here where the column, get out of it, where the column goes into the worm, so I put a bit more paste on there and a rag, and this looks nice and clear. It's just a steady stream coming out. It's now dark as hell. I've been on this, it's about 2 o'clock this morning. The water's still cool. It's still cool to touch. Alright, we're going to take a reading, see what we got, but that's all that's come out so far, so we'll get a reading on the, see what's coming out. Throw that in there, put this jug back under. I've got to, as I said before, I've got to cut this shorten this pipe up a bit, so I can get that jug under easier. And let's have a look what we got. I have to come over here. Let's see what we got. Well, that's near 80. In fact, that is 80. And I think it's that high because I've got this coming out really slow. 80 lines just there. I know that's 80, it's not 79, but if it was, it wouldn't matter. And I think I've got to turn it up a bit. Turn it up a little bit and get this thing to produce a bit quicker. So let's go back to it. Put it over the workbench. That's my finger I cut before. Trying to get a better, cut the shit out of the worm. I cut my finger. Yeah, that's right on 80. That's still on 80. I don't have a thermometer here to check the temperature, but we did before. I will go back and And this one is filling up now. The water's... Fix that water. I'll just close the lid on this one. It doesn't matter, that alcometer can stay in there. Yeah, I actually started this at 2 PM this afternoon. And it'll be a lot better once I cut some of this off. I might even cut about 8 inches off that. That way I can raise up the condenser. I can still hear the thumper just making a noise. And you can just about tell how full it is. It's hot as hell, but you can knock it. And I reckon it's about there. Maybe about half full or a bit over half full. And that's probably enough to get a reading. We'll let it go a little bit more. The heat here is just taking all the energy out of me. Plus I'm 60 years old. I ripped my bloody pants. That's what I did. I ripped my bloody pants today. I'll have to chuck them in the bin. Alright, let's pull this out of here and put the big jar under. That's, holy shit, that's wobbling. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go and measure this one. I'm just about buggered. Where's the alcometer? Let's see what we got. Oh shit, that's still sitting on 80. That's still sitting on 80. And I haven't got a temperature gauge. Where is that thing? Trying to remember where I put it. That's the knife I cut my bloody finger on. That's a Leatherman. Let's check the temperature. Well, it's sitting on 23. Let's turn it off. Put it back on. That's 20. Let's check it again. Yeah, that's sitting on 23. That's pretty close. Yeah, so that's 80. Holy shit. That's 80. It's hard for you to see, I know. Let me move it over there a little bit. Bastard. You prick. It's sitting on 80 anyway. Go under. That's 70. It's sitting on 80. Alright, let's go back to it. We've got a small leak here on the condenser. See it dripping down there. And I don't know if you can see that coming out of that join there. I just tightened it, but it didn't tighten it enough. Alright, I'll see if I can get a little bit more out of it. Whoops. That's enough, we'll see what happens. That's still coming. Let me adjust these. Try that. Oh, I got it open too much. Let's try that. One more. Actually, we'll go one more. Again. Let's see what happens. And it's still leaking. Okay. Let's try it again. It doesn't matter if it leaks, but I just don't want to have any leaks. So we'll go a bit more. Okay, let's see if that's stopped it. No, she's still coming out. Bitch. Go again. Actually, it might be coming out of that clamp. Let's get some pliers onto that. Try these old ones. That might be the problem. Might be coming out of this clamp here. Wow, it is very tight. That's super duper tight. Check this one. If I can get it on. That's pretty tight too. It's coming out of that. There's an O-ring in there. You can see it, a black one. No, that's a copper washer. I made that washer. Alright, we'll try it again. Actually, no, it's still coming. Let's go again. Let's go again on this bastard. That's gotta be getting close. Let's have a look on that. That's still coming. It's still coming. Bitch. We'll go again. Where's it? I don't want to have this shit leaking. It doesn't matter if it leaks, but I just don't want it leaking. Okay. So I'm just listening to the thumper. It's hard to say how full it is. I need to get a side glass on that. So we're nearly up to 2 litres on that one. I'm just bringing this up to see what the strength is on it. I'll pull it out. Pull it out and get this underneath it. And this thing's overflowing. Just hang on a second. I've got to cut the water back. Cut the water back on this thing. Come here. Let's cut it back a bit. Let's go back around and check, get this. Holy shit, grass is slippery. Okay, let's check this one now, see what it is. I'm just about buggered. Let's have a look. It's hard to see on this thing. It's over 70 anyway. It's nearest. It's getting up probably about 70. There's 70 there. And there's 80. Probably, oh, there's 75. Still 75. It's dropped 5. The water's still cool. The water here is still, well, it's starting to get a little bit warm there. No, it's still cool. Let me check over here. That's still cool. But this thumper, I don't know how full it is. That's the trick. I do not. I have got no idea how I've been tapping it. I think it's getting up to about here. Ouch. It's hard to say. I need to get a sight glass. That's the second one. If I get up to 2 litres on that one, I reckon if I can take some backings out of the next one to keep an eye on the sound of this thumper. I got no leaks in the pipes or anything. It's all good. All good. No leaks at all. I'm pretty happy with that. But see if we can get this up to 2 litres. It's not far off it. Okay, I went back and checked that last one. It was actually 78 ABV. And this is in the boiler. It's sitting right on 200, which is not too bad. And up here on the column, it's sitting at 202 at least. And over in the thumper, it's only sitting on, if I can get a reading on it, it's only sitting on 185. That's all. But the thing is, what was worrying me is this thumper. If I put my ear up to it, it's not too far away from being full. Bastard. Because I know I can get more out of this. I'm going to let it go for a bit longer. See what happens. I've got the next jar underneath it. I was thinking about using that for backings. That stinking thumper. It's making like a full noise. I'll let it go for a bit longer. Okay, so I'm thinking about shutting this down. It's only sitting on 200 in the boiler. And up here it's probably about 203, something like that. It'd be a shame to shut this down, but I think I'm gonna, because this is why it's a shame. It's still only 85 in the thumper. Let me get a shot of it. Yeah, not even a, yeah, it's 85 once I get the camera on the right angle. That's a shame, because it's only coming up on the third jar. But the thing is, I don't know how much room I got in the thumper. You can hear it. And I've got no idea how much room I got left. So I think I'm going to have to, which is a shame, but I'm going to have to close this down. I want to keep going, but I think I'll have to break it up there somewhere. It could only be half full, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is the first time I've ever run this. So it's a shame, because the alcohol was so strong. I checked that before, it was off camera. I checked, it was 78% on that second jar. It's a shame. You have another listen. I think I'll close it down. Bit of experience, and I'll see what's in it. I'll go over here and turn the burners off. Now, one of these burners is good, and one of them's burning yellow. I blew them out with the. Well, that one's starting to burn yellow too. But this bastard on the left, it's a prick. But that one, he's not too bad. He's burning pretty good. But I did blow them out this afternoon. So let's out the road. Where's my? That's the one there I'm gonna break. I just put a glove on. I've got no bloody shirt on or anything. But I've got a garden glove. So I'm going to shut this down and break the seal on it. Let's do it. That's one off. That's two off. Let's break the seal on this thing. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Just nothing at all. Look at that. Just a bit of steam coming out. That's it. Just a little bit of steam. You might not see it on camera. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, well, I'll pull this jar out. I'll take this glove off and shake it off. And I'll add that. And tomorrow morning I'll pull that lid off. Because I don't want to do it now, I'm too tired. Pull that lid off and see what's in there. Alright, one thing I haven't done yet is check this thing out. See what colour we got. And that's quite a big spoon there. And that's as blue as you'll find it. That's pretty damn good. Oh yeah, that'll do me.